Well, hello everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back. It's been a little while, and I just want to get this out before I really get started. And the lighting is all messed up. I'm at work, as y'all can see. But how's everyone doing? Happy Thursday. Um, yes, I'm still in California. It's been cold as a mofo and rainy as hell. So I'm bundled up like I'm still in the Midwest, but I'm not. I really don't like how fuzzy and hazy it looks, but sorry. Hopefully you guys can bear with me. But I know I'm still kind of off and on MIA, and I try to like drop little posts and different things just to let you guys know I'm still around. I'm in full blown grind mode. Um, as some of my regular viewers may have seen when I first landed in California, I have a 12-month plan and I have no time to waste. So I'm doing great because I'm ahead of schedule with a lot of things, so that's good. But I was just thinking about you guys. I'm here at work and I was just thinking about a lot of different things, but I was thinking about you guys and how many of you all were inspired by the start of my channel with Hotel Honda, with my car journey, living out of my car. And so, what I was just thinking about now is my purpose. I know, I've known for a long time what my purpose as a human being is. And I think that's where I struggled when it came to uh, my career and monetizing my gifts or whatever. Because one thing I know is my purpose as a human being for being born is to inspire people. And that's what I do, and that's what I've done. That's what fulfills me. And that's what a lot of you guys stated when you found my channel when I was in 2017 when I was living out of my car. And now I'm co-living, right? So uh, I'm still I still don't think I'm ready to live alone, which I have no intentions on ever renting again. I'm just totally against that whole setup, renting, and it's just bullshit. So I'd rather live mobile. But you guys have watched me go through quite a few phases, and I just kind of want to let y'all know because I don't know if I have, or if I have, it's been a couple years. But now that I'm clear minded and in the life that I'm designing for myself, that I've envisioned from 3 decades ago, now I'm finally here, right? But along the way, I've never strayed far away from it. And I've never let go of it. That's what kept me going. That's why I kept going with all of the nonsense that life kept throwing at me. And as I was trying to figure out how to handle it, what I'm supposed to learn about myself and about others and about interacting with people and being a human being in this earth, on this earth, and me having the power and the dominion over this earth, right, as a human being. So it's been a lifetime journey for me. And now I'm on the path of building my financial empire and my generational empire and things like that. And I just want to really let you guys know where I came from. So 3 years ago, I was in Minnesota. Uh, Most of my life has been in Minnesota. I was born and mostly raised in St. Louis, Missouri, and then moved to Minnesota when I was young. Abruptly, my grandmother died, and my mother came. I wasn't living with my mother; she lived in Minnesota, and she came for the funeral. And unbeknownst to us, her intentions was to take me and bring me back to Minnesota with her. None of us knew this though. When she arrived for the funeral, none of us knew that she was going to leave and I was going to leave with her. So I moved to Minnesota just out of nowhere immediately after my grandmother's funeral. So that set in a lot of emotions, a lot of confusion, because I was also already dealing with my clairvoyance having come out like 4 years before that. So I'm dealing with that, and it was strong. It's not, I think I've said it before on my channel, because I talk about being clairvoyant because it is a real part of who I am. So dealing with all that as a young child, my life in Minnesota was very bittersweet. I would say bitter and less bitter. Um, and it just, like, things just was not good or healthy, or so it was a lot of challenges for me to hold on to who I am, right? A lot of that. And that's how I grew up in Minnesota. Hi, hey,
Hey, I'll talk to you when you're not busy.
okay. That's one of my customers, Tina. Are you? Uh, she's so sweet. We always get stoned, so. But I'm in California. But anyway, like, everybody around here is really cool. So yeah, they come and get me stoned, and it is what it is. So anyway, um, yeah. So that was my life. That was my journey, right? And so that set in because I'm a true Libra. And it may sound like I'm bringing up a lot of different random things, when in actuality I'm not, right? So Libra is set in Venus. I am a huge lover, a lover of humanity, a lover of justice, a lover of peace, a lover of peacefulness. And this has been my plight growing up. Like, I was a teenager, um, protesting, marching, fucking inviting the police out to the corner. Bitch, I will whoop your ass. Take that shit off. You know what I mean? Like, not in a rowdy kind of way, but in a, we're human beings. You can't just treat us like this. And let me show you who's who. You know what I mean? It may sound crazy, but I'm just about justice. So for me, dealing with my own injustices growing up, I really had to hold on to who I am, because I see and hear things before it happens, and I know things before it comes to fruition. So I'm like, what the fuck? Like, am I just different? And then all this shit I was going through. So that is how I grew up, right? And then I've always been extremely talented, extremely artistic and creative. So that was just my life. And from 14, I knew I wanted to be a clothing designer. I had my passion, my dreams, my goals, um, my icons. You know what I mean? But underneath it all, there was so much bitterness happening in my life all the time. I, I couldn't focus on a career, or, the fact that I was in my 20s and I have two kids, and I was just like, there was still a lot going on, because even with that, I'm battling with their kid's dad, and because I broke up with him, so now he wants to take my kids from me, just out of spite, not to take care of them and love them, but just to make me miserable. So this is all right that I was going through, and then I'm back and forth between Minnesota and going back home to try and get strength from my family. So life just continued like that. And then when I was in St. Louis, the beginning of the millennium, I was like, fuck it. I need to go to design school. So I went to fashion design school when I was 30 in Chicago, right? So then I still go back to Minnesota, and I don't mean to kind of bounce around, but I don't want this to be like extremely long. But I want you guys to know me and understand where I'm at right now, and kind of why my videos are inconsistent. That is the purpose of this video. I really want to let you guys know that I'm not neglectful or irresponsible or anything like that. And so that's what this video is for, and that's what this video is about. Um, so yeah, fast forward through all of that nonsense. I did go to fashion design school, but I had to go back to Minnesota because life, right? And BS and nonsense. So I go back. Like a year later, I ended up getting married. Now I'm working as a makeup artist. Now here's where I started, right? I started off saying I never let go of my ultimate passion. So the fashion and beauty industry is all encompassing with the fashion designer, the makeup artist, the hairstylist, of which I now am all three in one. But to not make a long story even longer, right? So I get married. I'm working as a makeup artist. My ex-husband is a complete fucking asshole and a hater. So he used to threaten to throw away my makeup kit, and like it was just complete nonsense, right? So I had a YouTube channel back in 2009. I did makeup tutorials every single day. Like I did hauls, makeup tutorials, all kind of shit. My channel was slowly growing, very slowly. But it came a time when my ex-husband was like, "You spending too much time on YouTube. It's either me or this," right? So as a good wife, I stopped YouTube and thought I was spending more time with him. But all the fuck he did was watch CNN. So okay, that was a hater move. Fast forward through all that, he ended up going to Africa, having a kid while we were married. I found out about it, and I'm like, you know what? I saw myself married to him 10 years later, resenting everything about him because I did not follow my dreams. And that's when I enrolled in cosmetology school behind his back. I didn't tell him until after I paid my money and I had my start date. So I'm like, I'm not going to sit here and be a useless wife. This motherfucker got a whole family in Africa that he's being Skype dad to, right? So I did that. And at the time, we had just got divorced, but I still lived with him. So my whole 18 months in beauty school, my marriage was on the rocks, and then eventually it was officially divorced. And I mean, it was rough because we still lived together, and then we lived together for a year after we got divorced. I lived with him rather, and still in beauty school, graduated, passed with flying colors, and now I'm building my clientele. Now I'm in my first year. I'm divorced, paying high ass bills on my own, but I was proud of myself because I did it without a second job, built my clientele. So that was 2014, 2015, 2016. 2016, I was getting ready to get a salon suite, and one day I just fucking crashed. I was like, wait, whose life is this? My first 5 months in beauty school, I let everyone know I'm not a hairstylist. Don't call me that. I was only there to add on to my bridal packages. And I told them, makeup artistry is my second first love. I'm a designer working as a makeup artist, right? But nowhere was hairstyling or cosmetology ever in my path, in my mind. So 2016, my clients, my books are filled a month and a half out. My clientele is growing. It seemed to be less bitter. But keep in mind, when I started, I said my cycle in Minnesota was bitter and less bitter. Every time I fell harder than the last time that I just picked myself up from. So it was less bitter. Things seemed to be looking up, but I know that that was not my life in Minnesota. And I abruptly left. I went to the salon, told my clients, this was on Thursday, told my clients tomorrow's my last, Sunday was going to be my last day. No, I said Friday. I ended up coming back for one of my regulars on Sunday. I sublet my apartment, sold all my shit, and within 14 days of waking up that Thursday, I was out of there. Completely out of there. I packed up my little Honda with whatever could fit, and I drove to Arizona. I didn't know anyone in Arizona. I didn't have a plan. I didn't know what I was going to do. My only plan, hey, what's up? Welcome. How's it going? My only plan was to get my salon suite, do the same thing that I was doing in Minnesota that I hated, right? So about 6 months in, I just got really overwhelmed, and I was like, this isn't this isn't my life. This isn't the life that I want. Now, when I moved to Arizona, hello, hi Arthur, welcome. When I moved there, that's when I decided, let me explore other living options. Because one thing I didn't say in this video, but I believe I said it when I was in Hotel Honda, I was terrified living alone. Terrified. I had nightmares. I was not comfortable living alone. So I got to Arizona. I'm like, what are my other living options? Okay, I can get a roommate. I can rent a room. So I started renting a room. And that was okay. That was all right. And then that's how I moved into Hotel Honda. Because I started on YouTube, I started looking up car living, car vlogs. So I'm like, okay, people are really doing this. Because it's something in 2013 my mother started talking to me about. Now, 2013, I was living with my ex-husband. We got divorced in 2012. I was still in beauty school. 2013, right? So 2014 is when I got my place on my own. So I'm in Arizona. I landed there December 1st, 2016 is when I landed in Arizona. And so I started living out of my car. I moved into my car September 2017, right? And it was amazing, amazing. And the co-living spot I'm in now, the way the bunk is, and I have my sheet. The first night I sat in there, I was like, this feels like my Hotel Honda. Like I really like the artist house that I'm in now. But anyway, so I moved into Hotel Honda, and that's when I started my, I reformulated my YouTube channel once again, and I started Creative Nomad with Hotel Honda. And that was to do exactly what it did, to show others that it really can be done. Now, again, I was still in a very rocky period of figuring out who I was. Keep in mind, I was in Arizona trying to figure out who I was, being divorced. I was 42 at the time. My kids were grown. Who the fuck am I now? You know what I mean? So that's what I was figuring out. I was getting little jobs here and there. I was also doing some creative hustling on the side. And then you guys saw my, I was gone for a year. I still haven't talked to you guys about that. I don't know if I ever will, but I probably will. Once I reach my success, my financial success, I probably will. But so I was gone for a year from my channel, and I come back, and my channel had grown to over 1,000 subscribers, and I was extremely grateful. But what I kept hearing is how many of you guys were inspired by my journey, my vlogging that journey. Now here I am, 2020 in California. You guys, most of the, I don't know who's on here right now. I think some new people are on here now, and welcome. I love to see you guys. But some of my regular subscribers that may see this on replay, regular viewers rather, are familiar with when I came back the journey, right? So I was in Arizona, and my car got stolen, so Hotel Honda was stolen. So from there, I went to a women's shelter. And that is when I had my mental breakthrough of, this is what I'm supposed to be doing with my life as far as my business life. And that was in August. That was on Lionsgate, actually. That Leo, something about that Leo moon that just woke me all the way up. So then I rented a room again from two dope, beautiful sisters. And October 30th, I was like, I need to be in California. October 31st, I landed in California. And in the 4 months that I've been here, I've made so much progress. I have one business fully launched. I have another one that I'll be launching this month. It's in production right now. And I'm in the midst of getting my third setup to be launched, hopefully this summer, definitely by the fall 2020. And even with that, there is a lot of people out there that may have what it takes, but don't know how to get started, don't know how to make their goals a reality, right? I even talked to you guys once about, and this was like in July or August, that I don't know how to plan. And it wasn't that I didn't know how to plan or I didn't know how to set my goals. I didn't know how to follow them. I didn't realize that the purpose of a plan is to keep you focused when life throws all kind of bullshit and obstacles at you, right? I was always the one to, when the wind blows and life shifts me this way, oh, okay, let me go this way. Well, you may have to go that way, but keep on to your ultimate goal. And I think subconsciously I never lost track of that because I've always stayed in the fashion and beauty industry. You know what I mean? And that was always in the back of my mind. I'm a designer. How can I get... So then I did the wardrobe styling. And my whole point is this. Be more quick to try and understand your fellow human being and understand where they're coming from, where they're going. And I don't mean going in their goals, but I just mean, you know, during the year that I was gone, a lot of you guys were amazing, very caring and thoughtful. And there were also some people that were less than that, you know, a little more nasty with it. And it's just, all of the YouTubers are human beings and have lives and goals and dreams. And some of them are outside of YouTube. And I'm trying to figure out how I can incorporate it on a level that would, one, monetize my channel, which for me isn't number one at all. But number two, would allow me to be more consistent on my channel. So I'm still formatting the Creative Nomad show that I like to do, and that is to bring together a community of doers and be a support system for one another. And I don't know what kind of conversation y'all are having. So anyway, I just want you guys to know that you're constantly on my mind, right? You guys are constantly on my mind. How can I turn this off? Because I don't know what the hell they're talking about. Is there a way I can turn off these comments or stop looking at them? Because I don't know what y'all talking about. Yeah, hide all chats. So if y'all come on and you're someone that I'm familiar with, forgive me, but I had to hide these chats because I don't know what they all here talking about. So anyway, you guys, hopefully this message will go out to those who it's intended to reach, right? I hope you all are doing very well. Again, I am still in California, although it looks like I'm in the Midwest some goddamn where. I'm really not. So I'm going to go because I think it's close to time for me to close shop. Look at how cute this shop is. So cute. All California cheeses. Oh, and just so you guys know, these are my lashes. I don't mean my grown lashes, I mean my brand lashes that I sell. So this is the first part of my cosmetics line that I'm coming out with. I will do an official
YouTube launch once I get all my packaging and things. I love it. I love my logo. My name, I will tell you guys that. So my brand name is My Best Face Forward. My BFF. Ain't that cute? So anyway, thanks for tuning in, you guys. Thank you so much for subscribing. I will do my best, my absolute best, to be more diligent about getting videos out on a more regular basis. I can't make any promises though, because like I said, my 12-month goal list is really, really, really full. And I've been in Arizona, I've been in California 4 months now. So I have, what, 8 months to go. I have 8 months left to meet at least 98% of what's on my 12-month plan. So I wish you all the best. Much love, much blessings to you all. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll chat with y'all later. Peace.